All right, and I'm here. Thanks.
Let it be known that Mr. Bowens has joined the meeting for budget as well.
Everyone with the budget.
And we got all members present.
I don't have any minutes.
We approved tonight either.
I've got some.
Do you?
on 'em. I just didn't want them. I could-
We'll approve our minutes there towards the end.
All right.
We'll go ahead and start discussing the two changes. These changes are to discuss on the contract terms for the purchase of the Doctor Plaza building. One of the changes, number A, is going to be the lease will expire no later than December 31st, 2022, instead of December 31st, 2021. Erin was having an issue with her builder stating that she didn't think they could get it done in enough time, and we don't want to lose a deal over that, so we felt like another year would be fine. And then B, we had to correct some verbal misunderstanding concerning property taxes due on this property because this is rental property. Typically, if county-owned property is not have to pay property tax, but this is going to be rental, which we'll have to pay property taxes on it. And in order to offset that, because we made an agreement for us to pay the taxes, we're going to give them 2 months free rent, which totals $8,000.
If she does, wants to enter into the agreement with the additional year option on it, is she gonna have to pay the taxes, all the taxes in that year?
I'll answer that question in just a second. I'm sorry. I had two callers join. Can you identify yourself, please?
Stephanie Bradley.
Bobby Cow.
Thank you.
One of them,
Bobby
Stephanie
Counts
Bradley.
instead.
Stephanie Bradley. We got Bobby Couts on there.
Mr. Bones must be the other one.
Yes, Mr. Bowens is the other one. All right. So your question again? I'm sorry, Commissioner Glover.
All right, the $8,000 is for 2021. Or,
That is for 2020. Yes, correct.
all right. All right, then if she decided to extend it another year, we're not,
Well, we haven't negotiated that. This
Okay.
was for that first
all
term.
right, so this is just for the
Just for the
year
one.
2021.
Correct.
All right.
Mr. Chairman, can I say something?
Absolutely.
If it's just gonna be for the first year, and she is understanding that, we better put that in writing, that if we intend her to pay the taxes, and we negotiate, or we have in that contract, the $8,000 for the second year, it needs to be in writing.
I agree.
And so, I want to make it's in, if this is a joint meeting between Buildings and Grounds and Budget, I want to make sure that that is in the proposals.
So,
Commissioner Wade?
Yeah, I got a question. Are the property taxes on that property for both city and county $8,000?
Not actually 9,000.
Okay. So it's $9,000 for the property taxes. And I'll be honest, you and I were in the room when it was said, and I don't know what I said or you, but I do remember saying something about property taxes, county owned property. Wouldn't have it. I'm sorry if I misled her. But I think she's going to want both years, so I'm going to recommend that we go on and commit to paying both years.
I don't disagree with that. I think you're on the right path.
Because we don't want to lose the contract over this. We've sat on other properties before, and I understand the idea of making sure everything's in the agreement, which we try to do. But I think she's going to assume, based on what I said to her, that there are no property taxes on the property since we own it, and that she was expecting to get out of whatever period of time she was in the building. So we're going to have to do it, I think, y'all.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's the right call. That was something you and I negotiated, and I'm in agreement with that.
all right, I'll make a motion that this language be amended to include the calendar year 2021, and then also calendar year 2022, as far as the credit each year, that would be $8,000 per year.
So your motion is to approve the lease will expire no later than December 31st, 2022, with taxes of $8,000 being paid by us,
By the
or
county.
given 2 months free rent for 2021, 2022. Is that
I
correct?
have something
Correct.
else too.
And a further amendment or additional that I'll ask, would be part of my motion is that, after these changes have been approved, then, she will have 2 weeks, or they will have 2 weeks to approve it. Or sign the contract, I would should say.
I think we need to look at too, if she does go along with this and she decides to end before her term, that there's no, so she can get out with any problem.
That's, that
Mr.
was,
Chairman, you need a second before we get into.
well, right.
Yeah. Okay.
The motion-
So
I'll
I've got a motion on the floor.
second it.
Okay. Now we got discussion.
I got a question. Sorry, after you finish up there.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, when we originally was talking to them about doing this property, what, I guess I'm just curious, is what her builder says she can get it built in the amount of
Well,
time? Paper?
That's what was told to me by William, and said that she's getting cold feet ready to back out. And I said, well, personally, I don't want to let it die because of a year. So, but I still don't know if this is going to go through, Dennis. I really don't. I don't feel confident in it at all.
That she will sign it?
I think William will sign it, but I don't know about her. I think she's, and I'm just speaking out of turn. I don't know. I haven't had any conversation with her at all about this, but I think it's just a lot for her to do in a short amount of time.
Well, you're giving her another year. That gives her, I would think 2 years would be plenty for anybody to get on and get something done. And we gave her everything she and all of what she was needing. So I hope she will. I agree with you. Give them 2 weeks to sign this and move on.
Well,
We just get something there waiting forever.
Tell him about what we saw at Torino's.
Well, I had lunch with Commissioner Glover at Torino's, and William McMahon, which is the part owner of the building,
That was on Friday.
on Friday wanted to talk to us, or said I need to talk to you, and he said he was going to come to our table and talk to us. He never did, and we made sure to see him when we left. And so anyway, after that, I don't feel very confident. He said he had to tell us something, is what it was. Isn't that right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was something along that line, but we never got that conversation, so I don't know what was going to be said. But
Can we establish
I just don't,
yes,
ownership?
sorry.
there is a 50-50 ownership.
Well, this is gonna get us in a row, everything settled for us, so if they do decide to do this, we can sign it and go forward.
This gives them everything they want.
But there is a discrepancy of about $1,000. You said
They agreed to that. They come back, and William said that's no problem. They can live with that.
And they're gonna pay the $9,000. We're gonna credit them $8,000. They're in charge of all the dollars being spent.
Correct.
Is that?
That is
right?
correct. They're on a triple net lease, which means it's all them. Anything breaks, they got to fix it.
Okay.
Of course, that needs to be, does that triple net need to be put in here?
Well, the triple net was in the original agreement that was voted on
Okay.
I believe it was approved at last county commission.
I talked to Clyde today, the only thing that wasn't in it was the second year.
Yeah.
Was the $8,000 in there as well?
That's what he's talking about. They get the 2 months rent free for the second year. Clyde did not put that in the original.
Okay.
I told him.
So I think the rent
So there's 4 months of free rental, right? Over 2 years.
over 2 years.
So she's not paying nothing.
So virtually, the motion made on the floor should cover everything that needs to be covered.
I agree with that.
Question.
Just want to make sure though, that $9,000 you mentioned, Commissioner Glover didn't put it in his motion. That $1,000 is going to hang in limbo out there, and money will separate a lot of folks.
Yeah. They came to me about it. They said they read an article in the paper, said they had to pay taxes, and that wasn't the agreement that was made. And I said, you're absolutely right, it wasn't. And so I came up with the idea, 2 months free rent, ran it by him, and they said that's great. So Now, they've changed their mind on a couple other times, so I can't say that they'll go along with it now, but we'll see.
I got a question. Are we talking only through the guy? She's the one that has the business in there. She's the one we gotta work with to make this happen. Have
Correct.
anybody talked to her?
No, I haven't. I've got her number, but William has always been the go-to guy when they were looking at the TSC building. I mean, William was always the
But
man.
it's apparent that on this deal, she is the person we need to be talking to, because if she doesn't feel comfortable, then she's not gonna.
Well, I could say when I send one a text, I send them both. We got they both get to send a message same time from me, and I always hear back from William. I never hear back from Erin. But she's got a business to run where William is more of a contractor and he can take some time off. So does it look good? No, I don't hear from her at all. So I don't feel that where she's at on this, because I don't know. I can't read it.
I'd love to talk to her. I have a little bit of a relationship with her family and her through school and some stuff that she did with my kids. I'd love to talk to her if that's possible. If there's but we're
Sure.
going to tonight to do this, aren't we?
What's that?
You're going to do whatever we agreed to here at the meeting tonight.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Too late, really, for anything. Okay.
They have 2 weeks to sign it from like what date?
From the date that Clyde gets it, I guess, drawn up. I mean, he's got it drawn up, but he's going to make some changes to it.
You want to put a date on it? Or
Well.
just 2 weeks from,
Don't have to put a date on it.
So 2
Well,
weeks,
should, rather than say 15 days, should we look at a calendar and
give a date.
say it's got to be executed by a certain date?
Why don't you let Clyde draw it up and say, when he gets drew up, 2 weeks from that day, he gets drew up.
Yeah, I like that approach. There's a little flexibility
Well, the
there.
thing is, Clyde said he's on vacation, he come back, and boy, he has been hit. County stuff. Hey, I think he can draw it. All he's gotta do is take that computer and put this other line in there and put 2 weeks behind it.
I mean, if you went 2 weeks, you'd be looking at, what was it, the 3rd of August, something like that.
Find a date and see what you.
Something like 3rd of August is a Monday. Up to y'all.
If you're gonna do that, let's put the 5th.
All right,
That'll give
yeah,
Wednesday, that gives,
what you got?
I'll amend my,
Can't say it public.
Oh,
amend my motion to that effect.
You're amending your motion for August the 5th deadline to have it signed?
Correct.
our signature to agree, okay. August 5th.
Jody, since you've got that in minutes, do you mind reading what you have so we make sure we're all on the same page here?
Okay, the actual motion, they're gonna change the language to whereas, the lease can expire no later than December 31st, 2022. And that on the actual, property taxes, y'all will offer a 2-month free rent that totals up to $8,000 in the year of 2021, and then the same in the year of 2022, and that the sellers sign to agree by August 5th, 2020.
I didn't get the contract out.
Well,
2
we're
weeks
just
prior
giving 2
to
months,
the fifth.
which is $4,000 a month.
We just heard that he's slammed, and, you know, that's the 20th.
Yeah, all he's gotta do, he's got the contract, his computer, he's gotta move a line up and put that other sentence in.
Yeah.
Print it out. Candace does all that equal.
You'll have that contract very soon once we give them the okay.
Yeah, he just needs to okay.
Miss Jody, in your wording, you said that the second year of taxes would be the same.
Yeah, the
I
second
I
year,
would prefer to put that
I have it
$8,000.
I'll have it written out, I just didn't say it. I've got 2 months rent-free, $8,000.
The second year, same way. You said the same way. I like numbers to be out on
Year
paper.
2021, 8,000, 2 months rent-free. Year 2022, 8,000, 2 months
Sweet.
rent-free.
Good deal.
Thanks.
That'll work.
So I've got a motion on the floor. I've got a second. Is
Question.
there any more questions? Questions been called for. Ready to vote?
Mr. Chairman, before we vote, we all vote?
We'll
Both
have to do a
committees-
roll
Both
call.
committees will need to vote. Yes,
You wanna
so
do yours?
you go ahead.
All right. Commissioner Hogan,
I agree.
Commissioner Glover,
Aye.
Commissioner Moore,
Yes.
Commissioner Bowens,
Aye.
aye for me, 5, everybody in favor.
Commissioner Bowens,
Yes.
Commissioner Wade,
Yes.
Commissioner Stubblefield,
Yes,
Commissioner Glover.
Yes.
I vote aye, so the ayes have it. That is all I've got. Do you have anything else?
Need to approve minutes.
Yes, let's go ahead and approve these minutes.
I don't have them, y'all.
We'll wait then and we'll approve both sets, at our next budget meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Got a motion
So
to it.
moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 This meeting's done.
Mr. Chairman, on